Primetime. That's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I would clean that bone about as good as anything.
Matt Hayes.
The guys they had last year, terrible.
And Leon Searcy.
Mama know that when you get to camp, you ain't gonna see a lot of Big Daddy.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Back to work for your Jacksonville Jaguars. They get ready for the Las Vegas Raiders. A 10-game stretch that should be, well, hugely important. That's master of the obvious, but also should be a real big indicator of whether or not this team's going to turn things around after a 2-game losing streak and what the future looks like with your Jaguars. Welcome in. It is XL Primetime, and I tell you what, I'm operating off of just a few hours of sleep, fellas. Got the LA Dodgers hoodie on. I was up watching. It was an epic, epic game. They played 2 games last night and this morning. A total of 18 innings. Could you have stayed up, Big Sirs, if you were a diehard baseball fan?
If I was diehard, yeah. Like, absolutely.
In other words, we know that the way the college football world and the NFL world is, for that matter, that you play overtime, and then in college you got a 2-point conversion just to kind of get to the end as soon as you can. In the NFL, there's already been a tie this year with Philadelphia and Dallas. But in baseball, you just keep playing, bro.
Yeah, at some point you just got to suck it up.
keep playing.
You got to suck it up, bro.
Scoreless.
Whatever you need to do. Coffee.
Yeah.
Bourbon, whatever needs to keep you awake, bro.
Believe me,
What time did it end?
Say it again.
What time did it end?
Oh, close to 3.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was nuts.
Wait a minute, that's got to be one of the longest.
It is tied for the longest World
longest
Series game ever, which was also a Dodgers game.
Yeah, 18
against the Red
innings.
Sox.
And so we are going way back. And so it was stellar. There was just so much that went into it. And Freddie Freeman, he was an ace a season ago against the New York Yankees. He'll always have that in Dodger lore, especially when you talk about beating the Yankees. But he had a warning track shot earlier in extra innings. Both him and Will Smith. Actually, there might have been 3 of them, but both of them really, really pressed it, almost got it out. And then he comes back, and they decided to walk Ohtani for like the 14th time. And here's an opportunity for Freddie. And you're like, come on, man. Come on, man. And he did it. And it was just straight out of center field. It was incredible. A lot of great stuff.
Now, I need you to be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Did you make it to 3 a.m.?
Oh, yeah. I've got, I got 2 or 3 guys.
JJ, are we buying that or no?
I do believe him.
Yeah.
I did not.
And
I tweeted when I went to bed. It was probably around 1:30 or something. It was like the 15th inning, maybe. I was in and out. I was like in a fever dream, By the 13th inning, I'm like, "What's even going? Is this even happening right now?" Still,
well,
so we had 9 innings of no runs. It wasn't like somebody scored 1 inning.
It was scoreless from the 8th inning on.
Wow.
But there was guys on base.
Oh my gosh.
There was innings when the Blue Jays had the bases loaded. Listen, they had to bring geriatric Clayton Kershaw out for 1 batter with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and he gets the count to full. And if the batter would have just not swung at the next, he fouled off a couple, and they were all balls. Yeah, and Kershaw got out of the inning, but it was like, wow, that's all he had left in him was
pitchers.
like one batter. Yeah, the guy who ended the game for the Dodgers, honestly, I never even heard of him before. He wasn't even on the playoff roster until the World Series.
Yeah, Klein. We were talking about Old Red, I'm calling him, because he just was unbelievable.
He was.
And if you go back and you take a look at just the way the last couple of guys that were in the bullpen that ultimately came on and basically saved the night, for the LA Dodgers, there were a couple of guys that you really just didn't know a whole hell of a lot about. And the other one was Enriquez, and he was throwing gas. Okay,
yeah.
He was over 100 miles an hour. And there were at least, I know this is not the finishing stat, but at one point, this might have been the 16th inning, both teams had runners in scoring position, and they were 2 for 11, I believe, something in that neighborhood. And so, it was endless.
Wait a second. This Klein cat threw 4 innings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only
perfect or not
gave
perfect,
up
but
one hit.
scoreless
Yeah,
innings.
never gone past the one inning, and then asked him to do 2, asked him to do 3, asked him to do 4.
5 strikeouts.
He was the last guy in the bullpen. They would have had to go to
Was
starters
that,
after
and so
that.
you say to yourself, hey, Klein, why are you the last guy in the bullpen? Is it because you suck? And he ended up being the hero.
I mean, was it Klein, some guy that y'all brought up from the minors, or he was
Well,
just?
he was in the minors earlier this season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And,
Holy
dude,
moly.
He's gonna always listen. If y'all go on to win the series, he's gonna always have that. In his
Oh,
life.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they were like Rob Lesky, all these guys. Trainin is the guy that drives me nuts. He
Blake.
absolutely drives me nuts.
He's the most talented.
Yeah,
but
but
he
he-
also has some terrible moments.
he's in
Klein
his
could
head.
literally
Yeah.
implode
Yeah, he's in
in his
head.
career.
Yeah, scar
Never
tissue.
get back to the majors
Yeah.
and have that.
He'll always have that.
Have that dub.
And by the way, Kershaw getting them out of a bases loaded
Huge.
jam was unreal.
Because if this is his last
He was
year.
still
if you don't
throwing
know
hot
that.
sauce.
And people, if you don't really know, Kershaw was sort of plagued as being the guy who's great in the regular season but sucks in the playoffs.
Right.
Like that was sort of the thing for his whole career.
Nothing
so
worse
to
than having
end
that
your
moniker.
career to
Yeah.
give up like whatever it would have been a game-losing hit to the Blue Jays in
So-
the 13th inning would have been terrible. One more quick thing. It's extra demoralizing for the team that loses those games.
Yeah.
These like long marathon
Oh.
games. To be the Blue Jays right now, you have to feel like crap, and then you have to play tonight.
Yeah.
You have to play in 8 hours.
And so Brett Morgan from Beaver Chevy, he's a diehard Dodger. Took his son out there this year. Then Barney from Taps, a diehard Dodger. He went out there this year with his family. So it's just making me. I got to go. Alan Verlander, diehard Dodger fan. So anyway, we're just like just whatever. Sending not all together in the same tech thread, but I'm just hitting all these guys at the same time. And I told Brett, I'm like, bro, I was scared to death when Kershaw came in.
Yeah.
Because that's the last thing you want. Like we're
So was
talking
his
about.
wife. Did you see her?
It's just-
Poor lady in the stands was about to have a heart attack.
Oh my gosh. And so it was just great theater. Shohei Ohtani, when they decided to pitch to him, went 4 for 4. 2 home runs. Both of them were solo shots, which just really kind of stunk that he didn't have anybody else on base. Alejandro Kirk, he's unbelievable.
a hefty fella.
Yeah, he's a
which
hefty.
makes him lovable.
And they told a good story last night about when they went down into the Mexican League and found him. The scout goes down there, and this is one of those classic stories where they're going to look for somebody else. It's kind of like when they find the 2-star Leon Cersei and Orlando Evans. But they go down there to the Mexican League, and he's scouting somebody else and comes back with his report and basically just says, well, I don't know about that guy, but I found a 5'7", 230-pound
And
catcher
he's awesome.
that can flat out play some baseball. And so anyway, he's ripped hearts out of other fan bases, and he almost did it to the Dodgers last night because he had a 3-run shot, which was just incredible. So if you guys watched any of it, jump in 641-1010. Baseball is usually the back of the brain this time of the year, but it was honestly
And thank God we had it because Monday Night Football sucked.
yeah. And all right, so let's
And
get
it lasted like 5 hours after that,
yeah,
anyways.
because I watched both of them. I did the old DVR thing, kind of
Right.
bouncing back and forth for a little while, and then obviously the Chiefs made easy work, short work of the Marcus Mariota-led Washington Commanders. And so they look good again. Holy crap, they look good again. So we probably need to get into them a little bit. Matter of fact, we got a 10-week schedule left. And so we probably need to take stock of who we, like maybe even our XLP Big Three as far as who's right now at the top of your list when it comes to the NFL. So we'll do that coming up. Also, here comes the judge, because we got to debate the idea of, will Lane Kiffin go big brand, and it could be LSU or Florida, or is he going to stay where he's at? Is he going to hotty-toddy and stay where he's at? And so it's going to be something that we'll get into a little bit later on. But one for the ages last night, and if you are a baseball fan or if you're just kind of it's hard as hell to stay up and stay into that bad boy. But look at these texts right here, Matt Hayes, and you can see it. And this is Barney and B. Moore. And you see those right there? You can see the timeline on those two right there?
I do.
Yeah.
2:54 a.m.
2:54 a.m. And so
That meant Brett Morgan's up too.
Oh yeah. He was up. Barney was up. Hell yeah, absolutely.
And
So-
shout out to the people who like had to get up really early for work.
Yeah.
You know, we get to come in here and do a show at noon.
Yeah.
But like if you had to go to bed at 3 and get up at 6 or whatever, I just couldn't even imagine how you're feeling right now.
The work that all of Duval does on a daily basis. So
Shout out
round
to
of
you
applause for
guys.
those people.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just sending out a couple of posts, and there were definitely some people up paying attention. That's for sure. So if you did watch it and you had to get up and get to work, TLD got up for like all of, I don't know, 5 minutes. She watched Will Smith get to the warning track, and she just fell right back asleep because he was so close to getting out, and he didn't do it.
Was it one of those, Joey, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. She likes having the TV on all the time, but it has to be something, the sitcoms like we go through.
Do you guys go to sleep with the TV on? Are you that couple? Oh, I don't know how
Put it
people
on the
do
timer.
that.
You just put it on the timer.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't put it on the timer. I just have a rule that if it's still on at 2 a.m., I'm turning it on. And so.
Oh, so she would leave it on all night.
Oh, yeah, she would. Listen, this is the great setup I've got. She'll get up and go out to the couch so she can have the TV on.
Wow.
I get the bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's got to do something to your dreams.
Yeah.
You know, just
Does for
having
me
the
sometimes,
TV
yeah.
on in the background,
Sometimes, yeah.
mixing with your.
Your subconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so she will throw on Raymond or King of Queens or maybe an old Columbo every once in a while.
When Leon heard Raymond, he got excited. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get it cracking. Let's get to some NFL talk. And then, like we said, Lane Kiffin's got to make him the decision. He said it yesterday. It ain't going to be about the money, but you kind of feel like it might be anyway. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Game day doesn't end after the game. It's not complete without the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter with hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Basketball season is here, and now you can mix and match football and basketball and win big with Prize Picks, where being right can get you paid on America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Jordan Love, more or less than 241 passing yards. Paulo Banchero, more or less than 22 points. It's just that simple, everybody. And here's the best part. Prize Picks offers an injury insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. And with Flex Play, you can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play 5 in lineups. That's 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play 5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Guys, don't suffer through this season with prostate, bladder, or kidney issues. Ackerman Urology has 4 convenient locations with advanced urological care to improve your health and vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Tired of plumbers trying to sell you instead of help you? At Superior Plumbing and Pipeline, and we do things differently. We hire real plumbers, not salesmen, and we never pay commission. That means no upselling, no pressure, and no unnecessary repairs. Just honest, expert work at a fair price. So the next time you need a plumber you can trust, make the superior choice and call Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, where quality comes first and honesty is standard. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. No commissions, just solutions. Learn more at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guy's got it all.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Fought for you by Green Law Group, for the injured, fighting for you.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Congrats to former Georgia defensive lineman Freddie Gilbert and running back Sony Michel's induction into the Georgia-Florida Hall of Fame Friday, October 31st, presented by Miller Electric. To attend the luncheon ceremony, go to flgajax.com/Hall of Fame.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 6th.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Hanging out on a cooler Tuesday, which is nice. You know, that rain that came in brought some cooler temperatures. You got the cocktail party coming up on Saturday. We've got a chance a little bit later on. We'll relive the rivalry, and JJ will start to fire up either the Gator Chomp or that Bulldog cheer, and we'll get some fans in for a chance to win. It's just a cool giveaway, thanks to Sawgrass Asset Management, with a chance to get ducats to the game, with a chance to win one of the ultimate grab bags from Palm Beach Autographs, be it the Florida side or the Georgia side. So we'll do that a little bit later on. The line is only, what did you guys say, 7.5?
7.5. You know what I hate about this whole Florida? Every leap year they fire a coach. Mm-hmm. It just minimizes this game, man.
Well, I think that. But they're not the only one firing people. I know you know this.
I think it makes the game more interesting.
Yeah,
actually. If Billy was still the coach, I would give them like no chance.
Yeah.
But now that he's not the coach, I give the Gators a lot better chance.
Billy sucked.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Okay.
I think they'd have the same chance whether he was coaching or not. Doesn't mean he should be the coach. I'm just saying.
I think the players are going to be more fired up.
Okay,
to prove something.
Well, let's just drill down on what Matt just said. Okay, they've got a fairly good group of players.
They have a team personnel wise that can beat Georgia. No
right,
doubt
and
about
so if there was someone else that was talented enough to, I don't know, call plays, you don't think they'd be better than what Billy put out there?
No, what I said was, if I don't think it's much of a difference if who's coaching the game or what it would have done for Billy moving forward, whatever. Yeah. All I'm saying is they have the right team. There's so much going on right now in that locker room, man. Okay, it's so much more than just a fired coach. So that's what the next coach is going to have to do. Not only keep those players, but change the whole culture of what's going on in there.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll relive the rivalry a little bit later on, get you guys with a chance to get that grab bag, be it the Georgia or the Florida side from Palm Beach Autographs, and we say thanks to Sawgrass Asset Management. Definitely big players in the community when it comes to helping out as much as they possibly can, charitable-wise. All right, so fire back up the music with the NFL in mind. We watched the Kansas City Chiefs last night. Just destroy. It was not a good Washington Commanders team. When you don't have Jaden Daniels under center, I get it. But let's do our XLP Big Three. Right now, Big Sirs, who's 10 weeks left in this
10
season?
10 weeks left, yeah.
Who has got you, like...
My top three?
Yeah.
Okay, this is both conferences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just three that just right now scare the hell out of you.
Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
I got the Packers at 3.
Okay.
All right. I think they've got weapons on offense. Mm-hmm. I think Jordan Love is back to business, taking care of the football. But you know what? It's kind of fool's gold because the Steelers' defense has let everybody score with them.
Steelers.
No pressure, no pass. But I can't vilify what Jordan Love did in that game.
Right.
You know, the grasshopper beat the sensei, which I can appreciate.
I love that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So my 3 is right now the Green Bay Packers. My 2. Mm-hmm. The New England Patriots.
Wow.
I like the Patriots.
I like the fact that you...
yes.
Yeah. You're stepping out.
Yes, I like the New England Patriots. I like the kind of ball that they're playing. Mike Vrabel is creating a culture. Now, when you talk about creating a culture, that's what you do. Drake May is playing better. They're running the ball effectively. They're playing defense. Drake May is taking care. I mean, I just like what they're doing there. And you beat the team. There's the Bills, who's been everybody's favorite.
That's a
everybody's
good call.
picked to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You've already beaten them, so you got the tiebreak. And you're atop of the division right now at 6-2.
Yeah, and they won 3 straight road games and then just beat up on a Browns team, as you should.
As you should. You're supposed to beat up bad teams, all right? And my number 1 team right now, they're in our division. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
The Colts.
They look good, dude.
The Colts look good.
They look really
now,
good.
The only thing that I have against the Colts is the fact that their 7-1 record. They only have 1 win by a team with a winning record. But listen, they play their schedule. They beat the Broncos. Everybody else doesn't have a winning record. But Danny Dimes is taking care of the football. He's throwing at a click that we've never seen before. And Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion, I know it's a quarterback award.
Yeah.
But right now, in my opinion, it should be the lead, the front runner when it comes to MVP.
MVP level.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
I don't have a problem with any of those. Do you have one of your big 3 that are
2 of my 3 are
okay?
different. All right. My 3 is I love bully ball, and I know they're not the top of their division yet, but I love the Chargers. Love them. Love them. And I think as the season progresses and they start to get more into their personality and their philosophy of how they want to do things, they're going to be a dangerous team.
They've been through injuries.
They have.
And they have, at the very least, they're 5-3. So it's not like they're great. We'll see what they look like in a couple weeks when they come rolling in, 3 weeks when they come rolling in to take on your Jags.
And Harbs is a hell of a coach. He's a cheater, but he's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
A hell of a coach.
I can't argue with the idea that they've been able to overcome adversity and they're still in a decent spot.
Yeah.
Take a look at the AFC West once again.
Oh, I know.
Last year there were 3 teams with double-digit wins, and probably see that again.
All right, so my 2 is the Minnesota Vikings from last year, or as we now call them, the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Same team, same idea, same quarterback who everybody gave up on, having a huge season, playing better than they had played in the past on defensively. It's the same team.
Right.
They're the same seasons, these 2. I don't know what happened. The Colts, they could go 14-3, win the division, go out in the first round.
Yeah.
Same thing. So right now I'll put them there because they're playing well. They're playing well, and it's hard to ignore them right now. And my number 1, again, is not a team you guys may think. I got the Rams as the best team in the league.
I was gonna put
I
them
think
up
they're
there
the most
as the
complete
number
team in
1.
the league.
And all right, so you don't. Do you need any explanation, or you're good?
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I think they're the most complete team in the league. I do.
I'm just going to follow it. I'm going to put them 3. Okay, and I like what I can't disagree with just the simple fact that they look good. Okay, defensively they look good. The number I gave you guys the other day that one of their pass rushers now 7 straight games with a sack. At least I think Byron Young 7, maybe even 8 straight games with a sack. So they got ballers on that side. They got a decent run game. They have the operator in Matt Stafford. So those are all good things. And they do look pretty dang good right now. And the only team the Indianapolis Colts lost to was the LA Rams. Now, let's remember how they lost. They had a dude crossing the goal line with a touchdown. Remember this? Mitchell, and he drops the ball before he crossed the goal line. Otherwise, Indy would be undefeated right now. Anyway, I put the Rams in that number 3 spot.
Is that good, by the way?
Yeah, it ain't bad. And by the way, speaking of the Packers, with Jordan Love, because Leon had them up there, Jordan Love had 20 completions in a row.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw that, or have you ever seen that around here?
Nothing close to
Do you remember
20 in a row?
20 in a row.
Do you remember anything that Mark Brunell did that was close to that big?
God, 20. That's a lot.
Yeah. And a couple of them were circus act plays, either a bad throw, defensive player got lost, Tucker Kraft comes up with this big play when it looked like it should have been picked off. But the bottom line is they are starting to operate the way you envision them. Anyway, I'm going to go Rams 3. I'm going to go Detroit 2 because Honolulu Blue is getting back to where we expect them, and they did it.
You're not giving up on them, are you?
I love them because, well, here's the thing. They changed 2 coordinators. They're missing 3 secondary players. Brian Branch gets suspended, and they are still putting it together. Jahmyr Gibbs is one fun cat to watch. And look at his yards from scrimmage the other night, the last time we saw them. Anyway, they are still, once again, looking like they may be the toughest one. Now, I'm not going to name Philadelphia, at least not yet, because I still think they're a little uneven. But look at what they did to the Giants on Sunday. I'm putting the Kansas City's flipping Chiefs at the top. You know what they did last night? They did not have Trey Smith. They did not have Josh Simmons. That's two of their starters that they're relying heavily upon. A first-round draft pick and a star interior lineman in Trey Smith. Pat Mahomes has 2 picks last night. One off the hands of Travis Kelce, which was just a terrible play by the tight end. And another one was a circus catch on the sideline by a defensive player to take it away from, I think might have been X-Worthy. Mahomes didn't look himself. He's getting knocked around, all this kind of stuff. And they just destroy another team that is in their way. They're angry, it looks like, all of a sudden, which makes them even scarier. 3 different running backs touching the football. Rashee Rice right back where he was before he did the most unthinkable of things and had to sit out for 6 games, and now he's back like he ain't missed a beat. They look scary good again. They really do. All right, so those are the ones that got
So
us.
real quick, okay, before we go any further, the latest lines are out from sportsbetting.ag. Who was your number one? The Packers?
No, my number one was the Colts.
The Colts was your number one. The Colts are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Super Bowl. Odds to win the Super Bowl at 11-1. My one was the Rams. The Rams are 5th. Your one was who, Joe?
Kansas City.
Kansas City, right.
Yeah, they got to be the betting favorite again.
They are the betting favorite. Chiefs, Bills, then the Lions.
Mm-hmm. And look, the Bills beat up on a bad Carolina team with Andy Dalton with a rusty red rifle running the show. And they had gone through that 2-game losing streak that Leon mentioned, losing to New England, and then a big – well, that was the surprise, losing to New England after they had already lost the previous game. And so –
I mean, odds are they're going to have to go on the road to get to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs.
It really does depend on these two that are coming down the stretch. Who's going to remain hot? Are the Colts going to remain hot? Can you imagine them having home field advantage right now? I can't. And you have to give Shane Steichen credit. You have to give that front office credit because Steichen gets, I would think, the same amount of love for reviving Daniel Jones, just like Kevin O'Connell got for Sam Darnold last year. That's how you described him this year's
Young
Vikings.
coaches and same thing.
And a great running game. Leon put Jonathan Taylor up for MVP consideration. Yeah. He's been staggeringly good this year. And then they have 2 or 3 guys that make good plays on the receiving end. One of the catches we saw over the weekend that you'd love for Brian Thomas Jr. to do on a regular basis, Michael Pittman. The guy is a catch machine.
Yes.
Yeah. And so those types of players, and then you go to the other side of the ball, they're still doing work on that side too.
All right, so think about this. The Chiefs are going to lose at least 2 more times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you
They were 15-2 last year.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you guys are giving them way too much credit.
Bro, they're 5-3 right now.
I know you are, but I think you're giving them way too much credit. Way too much credit.
Listen, I'm the one who denies. I deny the Chiefs.
Right, but we're on the verge of saying this franchise here is in turmoil, and this franchise, they beat them.
Yeah,
they did. They did.
Woke them up.
At full strength.
Yeah,
made them angry.
We poked the bear.
What was the classic story?
My point is, if they lose 1 or 2 more,
you
got the Patriots at 6-2 right now. They're a game up on them right now.
Yeah,
and they have like the easiest schedule I've ever seen.
Yeah, unbelievable. And the Colts are 2 up on them right now.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because remember the last time 2 years ago when we said, "Oh my gosh, Mahomes finally has to go out on the road." I believe he was 9-0 at that time.
Just won the Super Bowl anyway.
At home, had never left Arrowhead in the postseason. And then he goes up to Buffalo and wins, goes into Baltimore and wins, and then wins the dang Super Bowl. And so he, like I said, JJ knows this more than anybody. I bet against Kansas City more than I should.
Why do you got to rain on my parade, man? Seriously.
Yeah. What?
Why do you got to rain on my parade?
No, I'm not against yours at all. I'm just saying that they're angry now. We've never really seen them angry, have we?
So you're going to say that's going to be the Jags? That's going to be their motto from this season? We beat the Super Bowl champions.
Well, I was going to get Serge to tell the story real quick. What did the Broncos always tell you guys when you saw
Hang
them?
the banner.
Remember?
In the bank, man.
Remember the Broncos would always tell you after 96?
Yeah, we incited the riot. If we beat them when they were number 1 seed in 96, they just went on a tear after that.
And won
two Super Bowls.
Two Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And they gave the Jags credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Don't ever take your eye off the prize because that will happen to you. And it did. It did. All right, so you guys jump in 641-1010. Let us know what you're thinking as far as the teams that scare you the most right now. That's our XLP Big Three, and you guys can jump in as well. Let's get into the conversation. Lane, what road is he traveling down, or is he not leaving where he's currently at? Here comes the judge on Lane Kiffin coming up.
XL Primetime, driven by Big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you, on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides, and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
Jacksonville, are you ready? The college basketball season is tipping off soon with an epic in-state showdown. The defending national champion Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes go head-to-head in the Jacksonville Hoop Showdown. Be there Sunday, November 16th at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena and witness this in-state rivalry live. Secure your seats now at Ticketmaster.com. It's Florida versus Miami right here at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, November 16th. Ticketmaster.com.
It's your boy, Big Sirs, all-pro lineman and your lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop's special deal on their 75-piece pack online at wingstop.com or the Wingstop app using the promo code JAX15 and get $15 off. That's right, carry out or delivery. It's your call. Use online promo code JAX15 for $15 off a 75-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day order this weekend with Wingstop.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side, proud partner of the Jaguars.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com. Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit HelloSmooth.com for more details.
Hey gang, Prosser here. Jacksonville homes are selling, but it can take months, and it takes a price lower than you want. Well, getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive the demand to sell your home. And they have this unbelievable promise and guarantee. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. If you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. You want max price? Chad and Sandy are going to aggressively market your home, and they're going to get it. Anthony and Mary in Palm Coast said, we wanted to move back home closer to family. Getting max price was more important than a fast sell, but we had only purchased our home last year, so we didn't have much equity. After just 23 days of aggressive marketing with Chad and Sandy, they sold our house at the price we needed to make the move. Call the Jacksonville experts you can trust, and I recommend. Call Chad and Sandy at 904-414-6200 or ChadAndSandy.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Here comes the judge.
Order in the court.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Well, just like that, okay, we have created a courtroom setting, okay? And it is time to decide where Lane Kiffin goes or where he might stay. Time to talk to the judge. It's brought to you by Campione Law. They are champions for justice, and if you find yourself in front of the big man, I don't know, the kind of the wigged up guy like I am right now, I'm playing Judge Joe. But if you find yourself in front of the judge, you need proper representation. Make sure you get in touch with Campione Law. They are right there in beautiful downtown Jacksonville, steps away from the courthouse and also in the SJC. Basically, they can handle anything for you. Personal injury, you need to make sure you get the right guys behind you. Make sure you check out Campione Law. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I have two counselors. One is named Leon Searcy. The other's named Matt Hayes. My bailiff is named JJ LaSelva. He is all, look how, he's so wigged out and wigged up in there.
Yeah, I don't have a camera in here anymore, but I'm doing this for the love of the game.
Exactly.
I am wearing a wig.
You're a team
for
player,
the listeners.
bro.
Yeah.
Team player.
At one point, will you just walk behind Leon and Matt and just photobomb them in the middle of this? Okay, just so they can see you. So you can log on to YouTube and you can check it out. But Big Sirs and Matt, I charged them with a couple of options. I said, hey, does he stay or does he go? Matt says, what are you choosing?
Stay.
He says he's staying in Oxford. Leon, I said, you got to make a decision. Who are you going to argue? Where's he going to go?
Baton Rouge.
Oh, my gosh. This did. It's got a little Eddie O flavor to it. Okay.
This really didn't work out the way Joe wanted it.
I was hoping someone would pick Florida.
It did.
Go Tigers. I mean, I don't even. You first off, you sure you don't sound like a judge, all right? All right. You sound like a cheerleader back on the bench.
I'm not happy
How about straightening up a little bit, zip up, and let's get this thing going.
I'm not happy. I did get my zipper was broken last time, but it is right now fully intact. All right, so. Big Sirs, present your argument as to the reason why Lane Kiffin would leave Oxford and head to Baton Rouge.
All right. I'm representing LSU, Cajun Town. I'm going to start with what's to offer LSU when he goes. Gumbo.
Win.
Jambalaya.
Win.
Crawfish. Etouffee.
Win.
Po' boy.
Win.
Beignet.
Win.
Red beans and rice. Let me go in and start with that. All right.
Case closed.
And we haven't even started with the drink.
Exactly. I didn't go to the drinks.
Start with the
You didn't go to the Hurricanes.
I didn't go to the Hurricanes and all that type of stuff.
Oh my God.
So when you think of LSU, you got to think about, first of all, recruiting.
Hedonism.
Yeah.
Recruiting. 24/7 has 22 players from Louisiana in the top 100. Okay. 22.
It's pretty good.
All right.
They grow good ball players down there.
Of LSU is the fourth per capita for NFL players.
Per capita, yeah.
And they don't recruit against any other Louisiana schools.
Hey,
they're the only team in town.
They recruit against, Alabama and Georgia. And
Yeah, once Sunbelt Billy gets back in there, things will change.
Things will change, absolutely.
Yeah.
And here are your predecessors, okay? We're not even going to count Brian Kelly, all right? He was a blip in the Matrix. All right?
He's the only one that hasn't won a national championship.
Here it is. LSU head coaches in the first 4 years. Nick Saban, 39-13. SEC championship, national championship. Les Miles, 42-11. SEC champion, national champion. Eddie O, 39-12. SEC national champion.
Who, by the way, will be on the show tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yes, he will. So, the clear-cut favorite, in my opinion, Your Honor, is that you got the food, you got the drinks, you got the recruits, you got the facilities, and you got the history.
You got some fan passion.
It's going to be difficult to beat.
Got the history. So
look, I don't.
In the words of Eddie O, go Tigers.
And I'm glad you didn't have that Rafa Salafus who would never got past number one. Anyway.
Okay. Before we go any further, Your Honor, listen to me. We have to play that for him tomorrow, and he's got to explain what he's saying.
I think he did once before.
He did, but it's been a couple of years.
Oh yeah, it's
did
still
he?
great.
I don't remember him saying it.
It's still great though. I don't care. We can reprise that.
I don't think he has actually. We need to get him to explain that.
All
All right. Anyway,
let's
sorry,
move
Your
on. That's a
Honor.
tough
Sorry
argument
for interrupting
to
your
follow.
courtroom, Your
All right.
Honor. All right,
It is my courtroom.
So my argument, Your Honor, I agree with Mr. Cersei.
I'm scared to agree with him because he made a lot of great points.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
Have you been to Gumby's Pizza? That's what I would say.
First off, he had me at gumbo, and I was done. That was it. All right. I agree with him. I would agree with anyone who argued Florida. My argument, however, is all based on timing.
Okay. All right. Interesting approach.
Okay.
I'll
because
let you
if
proceed.
LSU rolls out and wins out the rest of their schedule in November, which just means they'd have to beat South Carolina at home, the Citadel at home, Florida at home, and Sip State on the road, which might be a little tussle there in the Egg Bowl. It's always a difficult game, and that's on the road. That'll be a difficult game for them.
It's a different Mississippi State team this year.
That'll be a difficult game for them.
They'll play you hard for 3.5 quarters and then lose.
Or 4 quarters minus 1 play and then lose. Right. They go 11-1, and they're a top, I don't know, they'll be like a 5 seed. They won't be among the top 4. They might be among the top 4.
But a shoe-in for the college football playoff.
Yes, they could be among the top 4, which means you get, in fact, if they go 11-1, they're probably going to be they're going to get a bye because the SEC champion and the Big Ten champion get a bye, and then they will have a bye ahead of either the ACC or Big 12. So he will get a bye.
Are you declaring them the SEC champion? Or?
No.
Okay,
Right. I'm saying they're going to go 11-1. They're may not even be in the SEC championship.
Because right now, Lane hasn't won anything.
Right.
Okay.
Let me finish, Your Honor.
All right. Please continue.
Sheesh. This whole courtroom's out of order.
Waiting with bated breath.
So my point is, you go 11-1 and you are a top 4 seed. You don't play your first game in the playoff until late December, after the National Signing Day for high schools. Okay, and then the portal starts. The portal starts a week later. If they're a top seed and they win their first game, then their next game is after the portal is opened. All right, so that's January 9, I believe, is the semifinals. If you win the quarterfinals, I think the semis are January 9. You win the semifinal game, which they could. Then you're in the final, which isn't until the 3rd week of January. Do you think Florida?
I need a point here.
Hang on a second.
I know there's a
hang
point
on a
that
second.
you made.
Your
so
Honor,
far,
just
we're just going through schedules.
hang on a second.
Set timing and everything.
Calendars.
Do you really think that Florida or LSU are going to wait till the 3rd week of January to hire Lane Kiffin?
God, I hope so.
No, not going to happen. So my argument is based completely on 2 things. Number 1, timing. And number 2, it's just like my dad used to say. Bus comes, another bus comes in 5 minutes.
Well,
so next year, there's going to be another blue blood job open. He could take that.
Texas,
okay,
maybe?
all right. I have to intervene now because we got to make a ruling because this was the same argument that was made about Lane Kiffin a year ago. Another bus, another great job will come along.
What happened?
And it did. It's still there. Florida had a chance last year.
He's still there.
They ended up beating them, and then Billy got to stick around and screwed the whole thing up. And then this year it may be even harder to get to him. It is a tough one because Oxford is not your destination when it comes to college football, but timing definitely does matter in this situation. I believe if it's Scott Woodward, whomever's in charge at LSU making the decision, if it's Scott Strickland, whomever is in charge making the decision at University of Florida, they are going to play the waiting game. They are going to do whatever they possibly can. And you know what? I'm counting on Jeff Levy to coach his fanny off in that Egg Bowl and upset the egg cart just a little bit and maybe knock him back a notch or 2 and see if one of these big brands can get a hold of him. You know what? He had me at Boudin. I don't even know if he named Boudin. But I'm ruling on Lane Kiffin leaving Oxford and going to coach some big boy ball. There's a whole nother argument as to whether or not Florida is better than LSU or LSU is better than Florida. But Lane is bound for big brand football if the schedule falls the right way. I rule in the favor of Leon Sarsi. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're not.
Won't be the first time you've blown it.
Yeah,
so.
listen, the counselor can't. Listen, you can't be unhappy in my courtroom, all right? We try and make things pleasant around here, all right? The bailiff will see you out if you want to raise any more hell.
Can I ask a quick question?
I'm not raising any L.
I just want to ask a quick question from Matt's point. Why would they not wait? Like, I get that they're transfer portal and all
Let's
that, but
hold that.
you have to – okay.
Let's hold that because that's the question. Will either of these schools wait? And then why?
And I've got a hell of an answer for you too.
They wait?
Had you asked me this in your courtroom, maybe you would have said, "Oh, you're right."
Well, you went on with timing.
Doubt it.
All right, let's do this coming up.
Okay, so you're okay with gumbo and crawfish, an etouffee and bourbon, but you wouldn't let me expound, right?
I got so hungry. Will you play the liner out of here? We love Chris Campione.
Terrible judge you are, by the way.
Here comes the judge. Litigated by Campione Law, champions for justice. XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. After a bye and a breather, the Jags get ready to rock the desert. It's blackjack, blitzes, and big plays as they roll the dice against the Raiders. Find out who's all in. It's a full house of football. Viva La Jaguars. Sunday at 4 on the home of the Jags. 1010 XL.
Thank you very much. Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
This is Joe C, and I got a great idea for you, especially if you are traveling up to that otherville to watch the Jags take on the Titans. I'm going to be at the Omni Nashville that week, and we're looking forward to it. Hoping a lot of Duvalers make their way up to Nash Vegas. We're talking right there on Broadway, steps away from Nissan Stadium. They've got a killer rate for the 1010 listeners. All you got to do is go to our website, 1010xl.com, click the Omni link, and you'll see the details. Now, we're giving you a chance to win, but it's that simple. Go ahead, make plans. It's that long Thanksgiving weekend. Come on up, stay at the Omni Nashville when the Big Cats take on the hated Tennessee Titans. Go to 1010xl.com and click on the Omni link.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 28th, 1989, the Oakland Athletics sweep the San Francisco Giants in the World Series after Game 3 was delayed 10 days from an earthquake.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Business owners, listen up. If your plumbing or AC company keeps giving you the runaround, it's time to cut them loose. Call my friends at Duck Duck Rooter. They already partner with some of the biggest commercial operations in Northeast Florida, like the Jaguars and station operations. Their office team makes invoicing a breeze, and their field techs, top-notch pros. Make the switch today. Duck Duck Rooter, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Call 904-862-6769. 904-862-6769. Tell them Frank sent you.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Alan West. I'm honored to join Operation New Uniform as the guest speaker for their 70th graduation. This milestone event is more than a ceremony. It's a testament to faith, perseverance, and purpose. Operation New Uniform helps service members and veterans find purpose, confidence, and success after service. Join us as we honor these remarkable graduates and the mission that empowers heroes to find their next calling. Register today at onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the First Coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T., of course. And whether you're biking through shaded forest trails, casting a line from Camp Chow Pier, or enjoying music by the St. Johns River, Clay County is full of ways to play. This month, experience off-road trails at the 2025 Crawling for the Fallen. Savor bold flavors and classic rides at Moose Haven's 15th annual Chili Cook-Off and Car Show, and celebrate the fall season at fall festivals all across the county. Find a full lineup at ExploreClay.com. Come on, somebody.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Comes back in. It's lifted to deep right field. Towards the corner. Goodbye. Ohtani goes deep. Ohtani on a center cut fastball. Blast one. Ohtani's it. Shohei. 5-5. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the catch strikes me. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.
It was a classic. Freddie lit it up. Ohtani lit it up. You can go down the line with a handful of other ones. They were ready for anything. And the great Klein, I can't think of his first name right now. The great Klein.
Calvin.
Yeah, will go down in history for saving the night, the morning, in an 18-inning ball game. So the Dodgers lit it up last night, 2-1 lead in the World Series, and we say thanks to American Electrical. Don't forget, they can light up your world, residential, commercial. It doesn't really matter what you're looking for in the electrical business. Check out American-Electrical.com.
Will Klein from Bloomington. Or Bloomington, Indiana, excuse me.
Wow. I was just thinking about those fans, man.
Yeah.
More than likely, they didn't get home till about 5.
Well, it's funny because it was around
It's West Coast time.
11.
Well, I mean our time. I'm saying.
So it was around 11:30, 11:40 their time when it was really starting to like, oh my God, are they gonna? Yamamoto was warming up.
Yeah.
They were going to take him out of the bullpen after throwing a complete game just a couple of nights ago. It was just incredible, and so. It was just a great, great scene. And all the rally caps were out, hats turned upside down, hats stacked on top of each other. Everyone just trying to stay in the moment.
Plus, that's such a beautiful setting, man.
Especially at that time of day.
Yeah. Well, here, when you win, you
5 p.m.
don't mind the traffic going on.
No,
it would have sucked if y'all lost the 8.
Yeah, because it would have hurt. And that Game 3 is such a crucial one just in terms of kind of telling the way the records or eventual records will play out in a best of 7. All right, so the whole idea of Lane leaving is one part of this. The other part is which of those 2 big brands does he go to? And Leon made a great case for LSU. And for the obvious reasons, the fan passion is there. The unbelievable atmosphere is there. The dollars, you believe, pretty much they can match anyone. They've got big oil a lot like A&M and Texas does. They've got a fair amount.
in Texas.
Not as yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. But they've got some big oil money. Not as big as A&M and as big as Texas, but still they do have the dollars. And then the lack of in-state other bigs that they would have to compete against, or that any coach has to compete against, whereas the Florida school has to compete against FSU, Miami, and then all the others that are coming in to pick up not just the scraps, the top prizes, the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Clemsons.
If you're an elite coach, you're at the top of that list.
Yeah, you should be.
The people are coming to you to play there.
Yeah, you should. And so it's still, I believe, still a tough decision between LSU and Florida. But I think, is it safe to say neither pipeline would run out of passion or payroll? Would they?
I think they're both almost identical in what they're going to give and what they could offer. I don't think anyone is going to offer more than the other. My whole point was this. You get into the third week, even if they're only in the semifinals, okay, and then that's in the second week of January. Mm-hmm. And the portal's already open. You've already gone past signing day, which at those 2 schools, LSU and Florida, signing day is everything.
Yeah, your timing.
High school, you build at those 2 schools organically through high school recruiting.
Okay.
So it's critical. It's absolutely critical. That's number one. Number two, there are other major jobs that are open, and if you wait till the second or third week of January, and Kiffin gets cold feet and says, "I'm just going to stay," or if you're Florida or LSU and he chooses the other, then what are you doing?
Yeah, you're going to have.
What's your next move?
Major egg on your face.
Well, it's not only major egg. It's at that point everybody's gone through National Signing Day. They've gone through at least a week of the portal, so they're now moving pieces around on their rosters, and they're feeling good about where they're headed. And some have signed extensions. So now what are you doing then if you're Florida? Are you going to go hire another G5 coach? You're going to go hire John Sumrall from Tulane?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if my point is, if you're Florida, you better have a number two that you really feel good about if you're going to wait on Lane Kiffin. Like if you really feel in your heart of hearts, or you've been told by his agent that Jeff Braun will leave Louisville.
Yeah.
If you don't get Lane Kiffin, then fine, wait for him.
You have to make sure.
But if you're not that's not a guarantee. No. Then what?
No, like I said, the proverbial egg on your face. You look like an idiot. You look like.
Now you try and run after Brent Key, and Brent Key all of a sudden thinks, you know what, I got it really good here. I'm going to say no, and then you've been publicly turned down twice.
Yeah, that would him leaving Georgia Tech.
Well, how many options do you think that Florida need? A good three, or a good five?
I mean that's the game you play at this point. I mean, I think you need at least one, maybe two.
They always have Drinkowitz they could rely on.
Yeah, Eli isn't.
He ain't going nowhere.
Nothing's cooking anywhere else right now.
Yeah, but if he first off, his freshman quarterback looks pretty good. That kid's gonna be a player.
Yeah,
that kid's gonna be a player, man.
Yeah, Bo.
Anyone with any sort of talent whatsoever that went into that game on Saturday looked good. That's how terrible it was. Holy crap!
We're talking
man.
Vandy, Mizzou.
Yes.
Not a great game. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good game.
You even texted halfway through and were like, you got to change that.
Yeah.
They
were too good defense, but offensively it was bad. There's no doubt it was bad offensively. But I would say this. If he wins 10 games with Zeller at quarterback, which he could do, they've got a really good defense, Missouri. I don't, and Missouri pays him $10 million, $11 million. Why would you go into that meat grinder in Gainesville if you're him?
I love it, man. You
every single place.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate. That's all I'm doing. Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate. Right. I think it's a way better job. Florida's a way better job. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying I'm playing devil's advocate for these guys who are very comfortable when they get in situations that they're comfortable in. Okay, I can see this. Now, every one of them has a huge ego. There's no doubt about that. But at some point, you've got to look at that job that has chewed up 4 coaches in 15 years.
I know. If you're the right one, you don't get chewed up. And name the last time Lane did this or Eli did this. And I'm putting my hand up in the air as if I'm holding a trophy. They haven't. Okay? They might have done it for a bowl game. But
the Egg Bowl.
Anywhere.
They haven't hoisted a trophy.
Conference or national.
Yeah, none. Okay, and this was
right. So does that give you pause of any kind?
Yeah, no.
Hiring either one of them?
Well, yeah. In some. All right, let's carry this conversation. We have got to get to relive the rivalry and everything else. We got Coach Duff coming in about 15 minutes, but we will continue this conversation.
Are you cutting it off right as we get to the apex of what we're talking about?
Listen, TLD's done it to me before. I'm doing it to you guys right now. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
Offense, defense, special teams.
Offense, defense, and special teams all contribute.
We got ourselves a roster.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game.
They got to match eye attention.
On 1010XL.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors. With great ratings and expert reviews, you know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or just stop by the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Their professional design consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Hayes Carline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor, climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at AtlanticInfinity.com.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggeman.
We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnet Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
I'm Amber Frangie. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. Call them at 844-346-1800. That's Awaken 180.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that could possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Honda of the Avenues. Week 4 of the fall baseball season will see the Florida Gators tune up with a pair of inter-squad scrimmages leading up to an exhibition game against the JU Dolphins in Jacksonville on October 31st. First pitch of this Halloween matchup is set for 6:30 p.m. at ViStar Ballpark. Right now, 64 degrees at 103. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Marino up over the top. Did he break the plane? Yes. Georgia, touchdown. And here comes the entire team. Watch this for excessive celebration. We may have 15 hankies in the air on this one. I can't believe this.
This was planned. This was absolutely planned. Mark Richt decided that he is going to try to fire his team up. He's tired of Florida having the psychological advantage. He's willing to give up the penalty. Look at that. That was a planned move.
I said at the time, desperate times call for desperate measures, and Mark Richt was a desperate man. And his explanation
seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it really was a long time ago. His explanation was he only intended for the team to run out there that was already on the field and celebrate collectively, not the entire team. But Mark Richt said, "Oh, y'all, run out there.
You know the preacher man said that.
Yeah.
You know he did.
Yeah, he did. And the celebration was on. And the great Vern Lundquist and Gary Danielson, when all was right in the world, CBS and SEC joined at the hip, and Vern was just that.
Yes.
Yes. That's
Yes.
That's
Heaven
the
help
real
us,
music.
yes.
I don't know what they're playing now.
Oh,
That's
my
the real
God.
I don't even know what channel the game's going to be on this year.
I have no idea.
Some ESPN thing?
I played
ESPN
under
Network Plus, I think is what it's called.
I played under that music.
SEC Network Plus.
So there you go. Relive the rivalry. That's one of the Florida ones and Georgia ones that you remember immediately. And we'll do both
2007,
sides.
by the way.
Yeah, 2007. We'll do both sides as we relive the rivalry. And JJ, give them the two sounds that you will have over the next handful of days. So that's pretty simple. And you'll hear one of them. You might even hear both of them. Who knows how JJ will do it. But we will get a handful of qualifiers on the Florida side, a handful of qualifiers on the Georgia side. Every year, Sawgrass Asset Management does it. We say thanks to them and Palm Beach Autographs because we'll give you a grab bag from either side, either team, and then also a chance to win ducats. So keep listening to XL Primetime throughout the rest of the week. That is one of the first ones. And JJ, just for the hell of it, go ahead and take one on each side right now. It's 641-1010.
Let's do it.
Yeah, since you just played those. All right.
I was just going to say that the Florida drop should just be like they're close to being dangerous instead of like the Gator Chomp.
This is supposed to be a nice, fun week, man.
Yeah,
we don't need
it
to
is.
bring up old stuff, bro. He's gone. He's never coming back.
Matt's a pirate.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a total pirate.
And he's a post producer too. It's after we produce the idea that he comes on top. Okay.
He's menacing. I love it. I love it.
He is. All right. So just for the hell of it, JJ will take a couple on each side, and we'll just kind of get the ball rolling. But be listening throughout the week as we say thanks to Sawgrass Asset Management and reliving the rivalry. All right. So we get back to the one question that JJ had just as far as the LSU v. Florida v. Ole Miss. It's a three-way that's going on right now. I even have one of my hottie toddies, Brother Bledsoe, right now shooting me family photos of the entire Kiffin family inside. What is it? Vaught Hemingway? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Inside that storied stadium, and Lane's posting it. And look, he loves where he's at, but that doesn't mean he ain't gonna love where he's going.
I don't disagree with that. By the way, real quick, did you see the latest SEC shorts? You know
I have
the video?
not. Is it just?
It's hilarious.
They're all great.
It's about Halloween. It's really good. At one point, like they're scared. They're running away from this. You got to watch it. And they get into this room, and it's dark. And he says, "I think this thing works on a clapper." And they start clapping. Where's the clapper? They look over there, and it's Kirby doing timeout, not clapping.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's hilarious.
Now,
man. Anyway, back to your
Okay,
back
but
to your
real
question.
quick, I have to ask since you brought that up. Did Lane do that on the sidelines?
He absolutely did, right in the first quarter,
against Georgia, which was just great as well. All right, now back to the why wouldn't they wait or versus they can't.
So here's the thing. I don't think there's any question that either LSU or Florida could have a deal in place with him before the season's even ending. Like, I mean, the agent, who is the genius, Jimmy Sexton, could easily work that out.
Yeah.
All right? And he's as close to the people of Florida as he is at LSU, as he is at any other school in the SEC. So that could happen. I think that Kiffin may not do that because I think he's worried about it getting out, which would affect the playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is he's probably telling Jimmy, look, you can talk to people, but I don't want any kind of deal, anything made.
Yeah.
I want to just zero in on what's going on.
And the beautiful thing is, Leon, he says it ain't about the money because everyone's going to be throwing money at him.
Well, I mean, listen, if you like you say the scenario, if they go 11-1, they don't go to the SEC championship game. If I'm Lane Kiffin, I just say, hey, listen, make the deal, 10 years, $120 million before the playoffs. I'm staying at Ole Miss.
I would not.
I think Ole Miss would do that. I think Ole Miss would do that in a heartbeat, actually.
Yeah. There it is.
And is it guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
Well, the thing is, they can only pay through the university so much money. It's like a state law, and they can only have so many years too. It's a state law, so he'd have to get it. He'd have to get some kind of. They have this. I think it's called the Ole Miss Foundation, which would help out and then pay. But long story short, he'd get the $120 million over 10 years, fully guaranteed. I guarantee you would. They'd do anything to keep it.
Yeah. I mean, if you out there, if he doesn't make an SEC championship game at 11-1, and Alabama and Georgia play or whatever, I would just if he sincerely wanted to stay out at Ole Miss, just say, hey, listen, we're not. Let's get this thing done so we can go into the playoffs with all these distractions on where I'm going. I'm staying right here at Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I like the idea of the back channel conversation that says, hey, let's shake on this, Jimmy. Let's make sure we got this deal done. Sexton, deliver our future leader. And I honestly do believe LSU and Florida could get in a bidding war that would trump what Ole Miss is willing to do because of the cash and coffers that they have. Doesn't mean that they'll win, but they certainly can get into a high stakes poker game bidding for his services.
Okay, let me throw
and
this
it's just
curveball.
classic. Going back to what we just said a minute ago, the people are bidding on a guy who has his first win against a ranked opponent on the road in his entire time.
Let me throw either of these
Just this
curveballs
past
at you,
Saturday.
actually. Either of these curveballs, okay? First, let's go with this curveball. Florida goes in there and beats Ole Miss. All right? Then Ole Miss is 10-2.
Starting to visualize it.
Then they go
ahead.
10-2, and they're in the playoff. They're probably like the 10 seed, okay?
Okay.
Or the 11 seed. Do you leave then if you're Lane?
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two.
So you lost to Florida back-to-back years.
Number two.
And you go join
Number
them.
two.
Yeah,
Number two, you get to
exactly. Of
10-1
course
and
you
you
leave.
lose in the Egg Bowl.
You upset the egg cart.
You lose in the Egg Bowl.
Yeah.
Again, still in the playoff, but like a low seed.
Right.
Do you go
Then
then?
you leave.
Or better yet, if you're Florida and you beat him again, do you want him as your coach?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Because that's that classic, I'll beat him with mine, I'll beat him with yours.
I get all that, but you'll have beaten him twice when he had the CFP playoff within his grasp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, it's a fair question. But then after you answer that question, you say, well, then I don't want him. Then who do you want? Who
Yeah,
is
you
that
want
guy?
Eli Drinkaway.
Well, then you get Jeff Brom or whoever, like
Yeah,
you said. You
look,
said you want Jeff Brom.
I love Brom.
That would be great.
You want to talk about, like, if you want to talk about sensible questions as far as who's not willing to leave, is it more likely Brom wouldn't leave Louisville than Lane wouldn't leave
No,
Oxford?
I think more likely Lane.
Yeah. You
'Cause
really,
I think it's Brom's.
It's his place.
It's his place. It's his school.
it's Mario in
But
Miami.
Brom is an assassin.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he's. I think if Florida says we're going to give you $13 million, he'll say, "All right, let's do it."
And I think that there's nothing wrong with looking at it that way. He'd say, look, I got you guys back in the conversation.
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah.
love you. I'll always love you.
Yes.
But I got to jump. This is a great opportunity.
Jeff Brom seems like the guy that doesn't care about anything except football.
Yeah.
Like
He's
doesn't
nothing to
have
do.
like no
Nothing.
family, like doesn't
Right.
care. He probably, of course, he
Ball.
does. But I'm just saying. I heard something this weekend though that would be amazing for Gator Nation. Is Marcus Freeman leaving Notre Dame for LSU?
For LSU or
Yes,
for Florida? 'Cause
for
Florida-
LSU.
Because there's some at Florida that think they can get him.
Well, I guess there's people at LSU. They got the last Notre Dame coach. What makes them think they couldn't get the new one?
They're going to try and get it right this time, maybe.
But
But that would be like
There
amazing
were some
for
people
Gator
in Florida
fans.
that thought they could get him last year. If they would have fired Billy last year, they thought they could get
that he would leave South Bend.
Well,
This was before he
Freeman
went on the
went
run.
to the
It was
playoffs.
before they
Yeah,
went on the run and
exactly.
went in there.
Yeah, made it to the championship game, which was, again, that same scenario you're painting.
Yeah, same
It would be
scenario.
very hard
Same
to
thing.
wait for that guy. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to get back into that conversation, get into the Jaguars conversation. Don't forget, whenever you hear either the Gator Chomp or the Georgia Bulldog Band strike it up, then you need to be the correct caller for JJ to get you in the drawing for orange and blue, red and black giveaway courtesy of Sawgrass Asset Management.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Number 91 joins number 55. Eric Armstead brings his big resume to Helmets and Heels Fridays at 3. Tuned up by orthopedic specialists of Jacksonville. Move better, live stronger. Jacksonville's trusted orthopedic experts.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit hellosmooth.com for more details. This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenues. Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's holiday season and it's not too late to find the perfect spot to celebrate with your team. Fourscore is a place that brings the energy, where great food, craft drinks, and unreal vibes meet cutting-edge full-swing simulators. Don't play golf? Do not worry. With over 40 interactive games, Fourscore has something that everyone will enjoy. Perfect for company outings, birthdays, and even private events that go beyond the ordinary. With locations in historic San Marco and centrally located Gate Parkway, Fourscore is ready to make your next celebration unforgettable. Hit the easy button and book your event today at fourscoregolf.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and when the weather starts to shift a little bit, especially during the fall, you've got some really cool stuff from Honda Off-Road.
We do. It's the favorite time of the year for me. Nice little chill in the air. We've got some side-by-sides. We've got the ATVs. Of course, they're legendary dirt bikes. We've got it all.
And for the hunter?
Oh, we've got side-by-sides that work and play.
All right, so make sure you check it out. Showroom wide open for you on Atlantic near Regency. If you want to go off-road and have some fun, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
What is the smallest NFL stadium? The answer coming up.
When you file a claim with Southern Oak Insurance, we schedule one of our trusted vendors to work directly with you, which means a faster claim resolution. Find out more at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Soldier Field in Chicago is not only the smallest, but is also the oldest, built originally in 1924.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Having a good day on a Tuesday. Hopefully everybody else is as well. We got one of our coaches back in with us, both sides of the ball. We fired it back up on the social channels earlier today. Mark Duffner, longtime linebackers coach here in the city of Jacksonville and then all over the NFL map as well as the college map. Welcome back, Coach. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, and great to be back with you, man. I missed it.
So what did he do? Now, Leon, you can appreciate this. Tell him what you did with a few days off.
Yeah, well, I had the privilege to go back to William and Mary, where I played and where I went to school for my homecoming, which was my 50th homecoming, or 50th reunion, I guess you'd call that, and the first time I'd been back there since we played them when I was coaching at Holy Cross. So a great weekend to reconnect with teammates and former classmates.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially when you get to go back.
Yeah, when you get to go back. I mean, Miami reached out to me through email. They said next year will be the 35th anniversary of the 91 team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, it's the best. No, it's amazing how fast it goes.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no.
It goes really fast. So, Coach Duffner at William & Mary, coached at Holy Cross, coached at Maryland, and then, of course, all over the National Football League, including a nice run here with your Jacksonville Jaguars. So, Coach, let's dig in. We got a couple segs that we want to kind of get an idea of what you're thinking about. We did the podcast with Coach Gerald Ingram earlier today. Just the idea of these next 10 weeks coming out of the bye. Is it a reset the goals for the team? What happens when you come out of that bye week?
Well, I think that during the bye week, especially there's a great review of what they've done, and looking at X's and O's, looking at production, looking at evaluation of players, evaluation of the coaching staff, drills, game plan, the whole 9 yards, and they've done a lot of good things. And I think getting back to what has allowed them to start like they did in a very effective way certainly will be the objective. I think that when you look at what the offense did early on, I mean, they've got to get back to running the football, trying to start fast for the whole team. I mean, really, you want to get points in that first quarter offensively. You want to stop them, obviously, in the first quarter. But I think running the ball, play action, pass, introspectively, it's all about us. In other words, the penalties and all that has gone on, we've kind of given things away. We've given snaps away. And I think that, that's playing against ourselves. We've got to fix that, or I'm sure they're working hard to fix that. If they get back to the dance with the girl that brought you, so to speak, if they do that, I think that they're going to be in good shape. We've got to pressure more on defense too, and I think Anthony recognizes that as he's going through his study.
Coach, us in the media, have a tendency to look at the schedule and see who we can beat, what teams that this team can win down the stretch. But as a ball player, I did this, and you probably did as well. When I was with the Steelers, when we had a bye, we were struggling the week before, and what we did is we took off the pads, and everything we did was fundamentals, technique, fundamentals, at fast pace. So I think this team right now, we can't unsee what we saw the last 2 weeks, but the first 5 weeks, this team was playing pretty good. They got to get back to good again. Don't you agree?
No, 100%. 100%. I'm sure that is the focus of the coaching staff and the players alike. I mean, if everybody's got to look at how I can be better and how I can contribute to the team effort to get better, to win. And I think that's what they're doing. I know that's what they're doing. And, again, focusing on those things. Ignore the rest of the stuff, the fluff and everything else that's around. Focusing on just what you said, the fundamentals that allowed us to have such a great start.
So, Mark, we talk a lot about explosion plays on offense. Defensively, how do you get those explosion plays back? How do you get to the point where these guys are now thinking turnover again? Because the last couple games has been ugly.
Well, I think that, and I think that, again, lessening what they're doing less, I think, allows you to be able to tackle better and to get after the ball better. When there's too much in your mind in terms of maybe what we're doing schematically, then you get distracted and you don't have quite the same focus for being a great tackling team, great pursuing team, a great takeaway team.
Which was the problem last year, right? They had too much going on.
Yeah, I think, again, and we've all, I probably led the league in that. We all lead, in terms of getting intoxicated by good ideas, good techniques, good schemes. But if you put too much in their pockets, you slow them down. So I'm sure that, focusing again on where do my eyes need to be, who can block me, what's my responsibility, proper alignment, assignment, adjustment, all the things that they focused in on early in the preseason when there were some issues. They got that kind of rectified, communication being better, all those things. If they get back to that, I think you'll see a return to the better production.
But what you're saying, and I think if you could explain this to everyone, it'd be important, is the problem is when you get to a point where you start having problems, you start to think, all right, how can we tweak this? Instead of thinking, how do we just do better what we're doing?
Correct. No, and again, if you bring in too many thoughts and too many ideas, your focus gets spread out too much. Again, they got to laser in right now to, like I said, and Leon just said it, the fundamentals across the board. On defense, tackling better, getting properly aligned, great communication, finishing on the ball. If they do those things, which they did early at a pace that was unbelievable in terms of, that's how they got the takeaways, and that's why there were so few explosive plays against them, because guys were in the right spot. They were focused in. When you start to let too many distractions get in, maybe thinking we're better than we are, some of that gets in there, then all of a sudden things start to multiply against you.
Now, Coach, how would you handle the incompetency of different levels of the game with the Jaguars? Penalties, offensive line drop passes, no pass rush, giving up big plays on the back end. I mean, do you emphasize it during the bye week, or what kind of corrections do you make?
Well, I think you address it right away in the bye week, early on in the bye week, and get it out on the table across the board where we've had issues right now with the penalties, with missed assignments, with all the things you just mentioned. You can't ignore them. You can't hope they go away. You've got to address it head on. And if you've got to make changes in personnel, you do that too. We got to stop the bleeding as far as that's concerned, because it's all coming from us personally. So, and then I think you set up opportunities for them to correct those things. Maybe it's a post-practice or a pre-practice situation where we're working on the adjustments that we got to make pre-snap so we don't have the penalties. So, so we set up issues. We used to call it little things period. The little things make a difference. So you have a little things period to fix the things that have been itching at you.
Coach, I hope they're still doing that, because I mean, if we had a game like we had when I played, as an offensive line collectively, we would pre-meet before practice and post-meet before practice. I mean, I hope they're doing that kind of stuff. Those kind of communications are happening.
Leon, I believe that's what they are doing. And if they're not doing that, then we're going to have continued problems. We're going to have continued issues. And I think that's, again, I'm sure they addressed it loud and clear right when they came back in as far as that's concerned, or during the bye. And now, setting up the situations like you talked about, pre and post practice, whether it be walkthrough, whether it be meeting, whether it be all those things to fix it.
We've got Mark Duffner with us. He's a longtime defensive mind in the National Football League, the college football game as well. Many years here in the city of Jacksonville coaching up the linebackers, and his last stop was in Cincinnati, so definitely has been in the NFL game for a long time. You guys got any questions? 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Liam Cohen said all the right things after the game, and he said it's on us, it's on me. We got to clean things up. But I believe that, kind of pairing up what you and Leon have been saying, is that there's going to be some straight looking in the eye at the player himself saying, I need this, here's why, I need that, here's why, and you need more, whatever it is, to challenge every single one of these guys.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Joe, and the great teams do that. They absolutely look into their soul right now. The great teams do that, and they want to be the guy that doesn't let their teammates down. I mean, the guys that are count on me players are the ones, you can't have enough of those guys. Guys that are, hey, you can count on me. I'm not going to be the guy to let you down. I'm a team firster rather than necessarily a first teamer. And I think that if they get that mentality, if they want to be great, or they want to be a team that everybody recognizes, that has to be part of their DNA.
Hey, Coach, one thing that we did when I played in Pittsburgh and in Jacksonville, there was peer pressure in practice. If our defense struggled with the long ball or not getting pressure, our offense will be on them. Or if we struggled in some capacity, not being able to, our defense will be on. That kind of peer pressure, although it irritates you and gets you upset, but it's real. I mean, you can't ignore what happened the last 2 weeks, and players on players. I mean, I think that rouses the group in practice to get them to play a little better.
Leon, that's the greatest. That's the greatest pressure there is, if you want to use the word pressure, when it's within the team themselves. And the great teams do that. They help each other. They know that, hey, we're already connected right now, but shoot, we got to fix ourselves right now. When those groups address it internally, now you got something going. Now that's why you guys were so good, because you had that kind of a personality as a team, that it reflected in terms of a we mentality, that we got to get better, and we're going to push ourselves on both sides of the ball, or internally on separate sides of the ball, to get better. So when you've got that mentality, that's way better than the coaches. I mean, the players are the ones that win and win these games, and the coaches can put them in position, and that's our job to do that the very best they possibly can. But the players are the ones going out and playing, and that they're going to dictate how it goes.
So I don't know if you saw this, Mark, the video that Jaguars released about Liam Cohen talking to the team and accentuating the positives, what they've done for the first 7 weeks of the season. As in, this is what we can do. This is who we are. Philosophically, as a coach, as a head coach and a position coach, what was your philosophy of kicking a guy in the rear or rubbing him on the back?
Well, I think you've got to do both. kicking them in the rear, I'd like to do a little bit more privately and one-on-one. And collectively, I was more, in the vein or thought to positively recognize them. And everybody wants recognition. Sometimes it's a hug, sometimes it's a swat in the can. But I think that we want to clearly show them the positives to them, but we can't close our eyes to what has what's hurt us. And more often than not, it's been us. And if they can, get rid of the self-inflicted wounds, if you will, then shoot, I think things are going to be much better. But you cannot ignore it. And if it means you got to be able to call people out too. I mean, when it's real and people really know you're genuine, you can do that because they know you, in your heart you're with them. Okay, if it's a phony situation, well, then you're going to have problems. But if this team's got the character, which I think it does, and led by the coaching staff, I think that they will understand hey, when it's good, we're going to tell you it's good. When it's not good, we're going to tell you that too. And being fair and honest is critical.
Do you think the 4-1 start allowed Liam to have a little bit of that leeway to be able to tell them, hey, we're calling you out X, Y, and Z?
I think it helps. I think anytime there's success, it makes everything better, in terms of how you approach things. So I think that helps. But I think this, we're 7 games into the season right now. The team still is trying to find out their identity. They've accomplished some things that they should clearly reflect on that have been very, very good that they hadn't done before. So this is different. We're not the same old team. This is a different team. So again, let's continue to undo the layers right now to determine what we really are.
All right, let's get to the 2 big names coming up here in just a second. Brian Thomas Jr., big talk about him. Liam Cohen basically said, no, we ain't trying to shop BTJ. Trevor Lawrence, 33rd in completion percentage. Let's hit those 2 topics along with the 10-game stretch that's ahead with one of our coaches, Mark Duffner. Don't forget, check out both sides of the ball on our 1010XL social channels.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Big number 1 Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big number 1 Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big number 1 Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
I know 2 brothers whose minds are always in the gutters.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kevin.
We are the Good Brothers.
That's good with an E.
From Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
We install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters, plus we repair and replace roofs, pool enclosures, and super gutters.
We are the Good Brothers, veteran-owned and local.
Visit goodbrothersroofsandgutters.com.
License number CCC 1334384.
Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
Don't ghost your carpet this fall. Hicken here. Right now, you can get your entire home zero-resified from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 plus a free haul for Halloween. Get it? There's something scarier than ghosts and goblins hiding in your home. It's in your air ducts. This month, take 50% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Hey 1010XL fans, it's game time, but don't get sidelined from the fun. The JTA Game Day Express is the smartest way to get to the bank on time. It's all sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 convenient pickup locations across the River City, but remember, Game Day Express is cashless. All passes must be purchased through the MyJTA mobile app. Get your $10 pass today. For all of your game day needs, go to myjtafla.com.
Hicken here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, garagedoor911.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you could really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range. Not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beard's takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beard's Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, my takeaway is we were talking about this off the air, and I was just thinking about how blessed I was, the locker rooms that I had when I played with the Steelers and the Jaguars, that had so much star power on both sides of the teams that I played with, where if you weren't playing up to par, you had enough leadership in that locker room where a guy would come to you and say, bro, that's not good enough. We need more out you. We need you to play a little bit. We play you better. And that stringed along my career and put a lot of pressure on me to play at a very elite level because I had leadership in my locker room that could roll up on me and say, hey, bro, that's not good enough. We need you down the stretch. You need to start playing better. And I was just talking about that, like guys like Trevor or Hines Allen or whatever. There's no one in there that can say, bro, we need more out you. You need to play better.
Right.
Where we're trying to go, we need your help. So, I mean, I was just thinking about how fortunate it was that I had those type of guys in my locker room at the time when I was a young athlete in the NFL that told me, hey, that ain't good enough.
Yeah, like BTJ was close to taking that step this year where he could tell Travis Hunter, hey, do this, not that. And now he doesn't look like that guy anymore.
Yeah,
not right now.
I mean, my takeaway is kind of following up with what Leon is saying. I think at some point these guys got to, and Leon says this all the time anyway, you got to look in the mirror and say, look, am I the guy that's the problem right now? Am I the guy that needs to be better than what I'm doing right now? Am I the guy that's not playing at my ceiling? Am I the guy that can help this franchise get over this, we call it a funk all the time, get out of the funk, get over this obstacle? Because you lose at the Raiders, and we said this yesterday, you go to Vegas and lose that game against a bad team right now whose quarterback is struggling, whose team is banged up injury-wise. You let Ashton Genty run for like $140 on you, you lose that game.
Yeah, especially
all the thoughts of same old Jags are coming right back.
Yeah, especially after Genty's been neutralized a little bit here of late. All right, so let's stay there. Play this Liam Cohen soundbite. This was from yesterday, Coach. We got Mark Duffner in with us, and we'll just stay on this as far as Trevor and BTJ are concerned. But play this soundbite about the idea that they might be shopping Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I am very optimistic. We have no plans on moving Brian Thomas Jr. At all. Saw something about that over the weekend. I talked to him for a good amount of time this morning, and it's just a good reset for a lot of these guys to come in fresh, 4-3 with everything ahead of us. Regardless, good, bad, or indifferent, what's happened in the first 7 games, we all have an opportunity to write a narrative. We own the narrative, and so I got a lot of confidence in him. I really do believe that we can turn the corner and get better in the pass game that way.
So that's Liam Cohen, cut courtesy of Jaguars.com. Coach Duff, yeah, he's not about to say BTJ's out the door.
Yeah, and I think that, with 7 games into the season, I'm not voting for that either. But however, I do think that, based on inconsistent play, inconsistent production, I know they're looking at every angle to try to get him to get more consistent, or doing that, I'm sure, with meetings, with film, with practice, all the things like that. I'm not so sure they shouldn't reach out to a couple former greats here. We've been kind of talking to him, but if they could get Jimmy Smith to get in there and visit with him a little bit on a one-on-one or whatever the case may be, every especially somebody that's got immense credibility that can help this guy, I think we're all trying to get better, and having that resource, I think, is exceptional. But if it continues, personally, I think you got to sit the guy down.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to let other players go, because you can't keep going on with a tire that's not running, that's not full of air completely, and that's right now the way he's performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Coach, what do you do to get us? I mean, listen, I'm all for sit down with Jimmy Smith, mentoring him and all, watching film with or whatever he needs to do. But he still got to go out there on Sundays and play the game. I mean, what do you need confidence-wise to get him going to where he's not playing? I don't even want to use the word fragile. Where he's playing uncertain.
You can use it. Go ahead. Use it.
Uncertain of himself.
Well, I think that the coaches, I'm sure, are showing him snaps from when he has played confidently, when he has made big plays, when he has gone up and got the ball, when he's caught the ball over the middle. I mean, they've got the resources, the video, to show him that, whether it be practice film or game film, and you just continue to reinforce that. Your mind's kind of a tape recorder. I'd put as much positive play, productive play that he has done, not what we hope he can do or say he's going to do, what he has done in his mind right now, and then put him in intense situations in practice too. That's the only way it can get done. Again, there comes a time when the talk has got to be over with, and it's got to be now action, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, I think.
It's almost like you show him film of last year and say, you were in this poorly conceived offense with a backup quarterback throwing you the ball for the last 8 games, and you put up a giant rookie season. You are a talented guy.
And
now you've got an offense that's getting you open all over the field.
Yeah.
You've got a quarterback who can make a throw anywhere on the field.
I was going to say,
in theory, make the catch.
Well, so that takes us to Trevor.
And
both guys got to be better.
I'm going to finish that. There's no doubt. I just think this. I mean, when I came here and I hadn't studied this team like I would a regular opponent. We didn't play Jacksonville last year, but all I heard was about Brian Thomas Jr. He was the best guy on this football team.
Right.
And when you delve into it a little bit, you did see the stats that would back that up, the plays that would back that up. So again, I think just getting that back into getting that flow of blood back into him, infecting him with that, I think is going to be a real key. And as far as Trevor's concerned, the biggest word to define his play right now is inconsistency. I mean, the guy has got to be better. I mean, I have to say I haven't gone watching him this season, and being direct here, I haven't gone away saying, "Wow, what a game he played." Not one time. Now I've said it. What a great series. Boy, that was a heck of a drive. But I've also gone away saying, man, he's missing these easy throws. His awareness of time at the clock, his awareness of reading coverage, decision making. Geez, well, Pete, it's just up and down. And this team will go as the quarterback does.
No doubt.
All the teams do. I mean, that's a no-brainer statement. But until he starts playing consistent, he can have all the talent in the world. But if it's not consistent, it means nothing. And you see less talented players, less talented quarterbacks that are playing, lights out in terms of consistency, and their team wins. So a critical component right now is his consistent play. I think I'm to defend him. He's had a lot of exposure to different systems, all that. But that's over with now. We're into seven games. He's gone through the spring to an offense that I think really can feature his strengths. It's got to start to go.
And it does look like this offense can showcase what he does best, and especially if you can get him on the move, roll the pocket, do a lot of different things. But how long, and this is just a guess, can you bake out the bad, get rid of the scar tissue, reinforce the positives, if you're Liam Cohen and Udinski?
Well, right now, this is who we got, and a guy that's got a great contract, everything else, but this is who we got. We got to take advantage. We got to do everything we can to make this guy better, and they've tried to do that. I think the line has played pretty well, say the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that the running game's complemented it. We talked about the tight end, especially Strange, the way he was such a money player for him. I mean, there's been so much defense getting the ball back as they did in the first, part of the season. I mean, there's been a lot of things go positive. He's got to now, put the pedal to the metal in terms of production and consistency.
So, Coach, I mean, Trevor hasn't rectified any of this stuff that we've been talking about over the last 5 years. So, at what point do we say that Trevor doesn't care?
I think that that's
that he's comfortable. He's comfortable in his own skin. I'm saying
Jag Lifeline. Is that what
I'm saying that he's comfortable in his own skin.
Okay.
And all the stuff that we said about him, he hasn't rectified over the last 5 years, and we keep seeing it all over again. At what point do we say he doesn't care?
Well, I think you say it now, because I hate to tell you, but early on I've kind of felt just me coming from the outside more recently, he's kind of been babied around here, it sounds like to me. In other words, well, we're going to do this. Well, no, come on, man. I mean, you're like anybody else. You got to pony up. You got to be a producer. And I think we've kind of, we've kind of handled him a little bit, in my opinion, with kid gloves. In other words, I don't mean, I mean every way, so it's time right now. It's his 5th year. People put things in place for him. Come on, man, let's go. Let's lead this thing. Let's be productive.
Take the pacifier.
Yeah, correct. No, you're dead on.
And there are other problems, but it's like I quoted Morgan Wallen yesterday.
There's no bigger problem than him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the problem. You might be the reason.
Yeah,
it's XL Primetime. We'll keep it going with one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, before we're done and hand it off to Helmets and Heels.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here. I've been around the block or two, and Checkmate Coatings is who I'd call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Andersen. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The World Poker Tour is here at Best Bet Jacksonville through November 18th. Now is your time to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 poker tournaments, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 buy-in, no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Win your way in through satellites happening now. For the full World Poker Tour schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and this time of the year, Honda has such a great lineup, especially when you want to get out on the road and just cruise.
Temperature's letting up a little bit. Oktoberfest is coming. Legendary Honda Goldwing, legendary Honda Rebel that's now an automatic. Lots to choose from and lots of easy riding.
And the price range and the size of the bike, you have a wide variety.
We do, from entry points to the finest of the fine.
All right, check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency or their Facebook page.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner. With honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, Joe C's 1010 tape. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pit masters since 68.
Getting on close to the 2 o'clock hour, those hunger pangs, oh yeah, they'll start to hit you. So get you some good Sonny's on the way home. They'll do the cooking. You can just slide on in, pick it up on your way home and enjoy some delicious barbecue. So the 1010 take right now, basically, fellas, is that it's a 10-game stretch. You need to prove who you are, what you're about, what you're willing to do, all the things that you need to be a complete football player and represent that to the team. Because this is what I firmly believe. This team, this leadership, the new group, the Jimmy Gladstones, the Big Bows, the Liams of the world are deciding, who am I going to let wear my jersey? Who am I going to let wear my teal and black? And when that decision is made, then you're going to be part of the process going forward. And if you ain't getting it done, and we are talking about guys that ain't getting it done, they will move on. They will move on. That's the 10-10 take. Let's just hit that before
including
we hand
16.
It's
and
not
I know
impossible.
People here don't want to
Yeah,
listen
no one's
to that,
exempt.
but they will move on from him at the end of this year if he's not playing to where they think they can win games with him,
right,
and win enough games to get to the playoffs, because the playoffs are the goal.
Yes,
they will move on from him.
So
they'll eat that money.
It's a costly 10-game stretch right now for a bunch of guys.
No question about it. And I love the approach that James and Bo and everybody have right now. I mean, they've been active in it since they've been here. Additions and deletions to the roster. They want a championship team. They want winning to return consistently to Jacksonville. Yeah. And they're not just talking about it, they're doing it. So absolutely, that sign is up right now in terms of that locker room.
Yeah, you're auditioning. I mean, no one has a lead role. You got to be impressive week after week after week after week. And the guys that got the bag think they're safe. No, you're not. They didn't give you the bag. They didn't pick you. They didn't choose you.
Yeah, like I said, Jordan Love completed 20 passes in a row the other night. Now, that was against a bad Steeler defense, but he still did it, still made plays, and this team needs that type of guy leading the charge, along with many other areas that need.
No doubt about it. And again, I think the next 10 weeks, too, are going to reveal the leadership of the team, too, which is going to be critical. I mean, you can never have enough leaders, and that needs to step up and will. And I think you'll find out who is and who's going to make the impact that way.
All right, speaking of leadership and teammates.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hidden behind the YouTube cameras was the teammate embrace from Tommy Mack and Big Sirs.
Forever and always, right?
That's right.
It's a warm seat, sir. If it's cold outside, just come sit in here.
But Tommy, just to kind of hand it off to you guys, but Tom-wise, Coach Duff and all of us were just saying, this team, this regime, going forward, maybe use the next 10 weeks to say, who's going to wear our uniform? Who are we going to let wear our uniform?
Yeah, identity would be a good thing. I think they started off with an identity, but it cooled off the last 2 games. So hopefully that bye week they did some reflecting. You got to reflect during that bye week, even when you're winning. Got to still shore up your weaknesses and make sure you're in tip-top condition and all that stuff. So hopefully they did that, kicker included. Better kicked all damn week, as far as I'm concerned. But, we're going to talk about all that kind of stuff. Bees will be in the house today on Helmets and Heels. We'll talk a little Jags, a little preview of the The Raiders game, of course, getting some college ball. We head out to Vegas tomorrow.
Nice.
We'll do the show out there Friday.
Tough job.
It'll be fun. Yeah, someone's got to do it,
Yeah,
Coach.
that's
You know,
what I thought, yeah.
I'm
Tommy
bringing.
Max
I'm going solo, other than with my co-hosts, of course, and Jacob. So I told him I'm bringing a lot of workout gear, and I'm going to eat a lot of food.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
All
no
right,
doubt.
Tommy Mack, thank
Right,
you,
guys.
buddy. All right, Helmets and Heels, they will be out at Circa at the end of the week doing their show as they get ready for Jags Raiders. All right, Coach Duff, thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, I enjoyed it very, very much. Thank you. You guys have a real good sense of what's going on here, so keep up the good work.
We appreciate it. Mark Duffner on both sides of the ball. He and Gerald Ingram, a good watch on YouTube. I just kind of try and officiate and let these guys drop the knowledge. So we appreciate it. Big Search, thanks for lunch today, man.
No problem.
Yeah. Bringing in Wingstop, guy never stops.
He's the greatest. You talk about a generous man. He's unbelievable.
He never stops. Big Search, Maddie, Joe C, JJ, Coach Duff, we appreciate it. Helmets and Heels coming up next.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. When the Dogs and Gators cross the bridge, the world's largest cocktail party becomes a fight on the First Coast.
There's something special about the game being in Jacksonville. The stadium split right down the middle.
Will the Gators bring the swamp to the 904? Or will the Dogs hedge another victory? It's the chomp of the swamp and the bark of the dogs. Florida and Georgia, Saturday at 3:30 on the home of the Florida Gators. 1010 XL.